All right, looks like we are live. Welcome everyone. This is Nadia Touch. Today we're going to talk about how to not overeat, healthy holiday eating guide, which is also great for non-holiday computer. And before we jump into it, let me know if you're watching live or in recording. I can hear the echo in my room. This is amazing. And I'm going to double check that I'm live. Great. And I'm going to share inside of our Friends and Health Facebook group. Friends and Health Facebook group is for your daily motivation and inspiration in your wellness journey. So if you need the support in your daily actions, please join our Friends and Health Facebook group. Well, Monday afternoon or morning for some of us, or midday. My name is Nadia Touch. I help busy professional women who look for balance in their health, in their life, and also look for strength in their bodies and minds, but don't have time and want guidance. We help them to work on the mindset, nutrition, and fitness one habit at a time so they can bring this balance in their health and really focus on what they really love in their health and their life. All right. So today we're going to talk. I'm seeing that my clothes is not fixed. Well, when you go live, sometimes that happens. Today we're going to talk about how to not overeat. In fact, I believe it was not the last year, it was a couple of years ago. This topic was so amazingly popular. Because why? We are around holidays. So by the way, in the description of this video, I already posted a link to join our upcoming webinar. What you hear today is a quick overview summary of the idea of this 3 simple step system of healthy eating. I'm going to say healthy eating without holidays because this system, even though it says holidays, but you can use it anytime, any day in your life. And especially amazing, this system is for those days where birthday coming, wedding coming, baby shower coming, any kind of party coming, or social settings that you know, man, this day is not going to be in favor of my health goals. So let's learn this system. In fact, when I taught this talk a couple of years ago, I would receive responses throughout the whole year saying that this was so beneficial to have that structure for any season of the year, any day of the year. So let's learn it. And again, if you would love to know more, feel free to register through the link in the description. And we will jump into more details on November 20th, I believe, Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And if you register, the recording will be sent to everyone who register, whether you show up or not. Life is life. Recording will be sent to those who register. So let's jump in. As I mentioned, those days of feast and lots of foods, whether you're just eating Friday pizza or you're going to the party or the holiday, they're always there. The life cannot be ideal. So I'm just going to let you know right now, I know it's kind of a side note, I have a gecko about 2 feet away from me that I just noticed right before I went live. So it's right there on top of the blinds. If it's going to jump next to me, I'm going to jump and scream. So forgive me if that happens. It's sitting right there. So we don't do that screaming during our meal days or meal times. Let's look at, here's the technique that I learned back in our health coaching school. It was introduced, I'm just jumping into the heart of the system. It was introduced by Russian athletes, in fact, and it's called as simply as mental rehearsal. What is it? You know, when you're looking for something, like you're going on a trip, you're not just going to go on the trip without knowing where you go, what are you going to see there, maybe even what days, what times, all those details of our trip. We are preparing. What it is really preparation, mental preparation. So In fact, I remember I was researching for this conversation, our famous swimmer, Michael Phelps, who I believe he broke a world record that day. And when he broke a world record in swimming, I can't remember the distance for sure. It was not as easy to find online anymore. But that particular race, he got fog on his glasses. He could not see where he's going. And when he was taking an interview, given an interview, he said, the only way I was able to do this is because I rehearsed it many times. I knew exactly how many strokes, exactly how many breaths, exactly everything I need to be doing, and I just followed my memory. In fact, the entire day, from the early morning they wake up, what they eat, what they wear, what they're going to use for transportation, everything is tediously planned. That's it. Bye. It is really preparing. In fact, it's not just about meals. It's about anything in our life. Mentally prepare. So let's jump, and I'll give you a quick summary of the healthy holiday eating. And then in the webinar, go ahead and register, please. It's coachingbynadia.com/. You can go through events, or the link in the description most likely will be in the comments as well. Let's break, if we talk about the eating, let's break this preparation into 3 segments. And I love this simplicity. What are the 3? Before, during, after. What do you need to prepare yourself before the meal intake? And I'm just going to say in the morning. You can even prepare for it in the evening before. For example, burn those calories, go for a run or walk. But the morning before, knowing that you're going to have, I can see it. I'm so sorry. I can see it struggling with one foot on my blinds and another foot on the window. It's a gecko. Okay, I have a guest. Sure, from the moment you're waking up, if you know you're going to have a big meal, maybe it's a gentle breakfast. Many of us are going to not eat in order to save the space. But then when you go and have that feast, you're so starving that you're going to feel like you want to eat the whole table. In fact, you don't want to feel starving when we open the door of the invited house. We want to feel just a little bit hungry, but not definitely starving. So it's really crucially important what we do before. Have a gentle meal. Maybe you go for a gentle walk or run. In fact, on the Thanksgiving day, guess what I'm going to do? Invite you all. It is a plain 5K, Nadia's team. We're going to do 5K. Walking, running, jogging, doesn't matter. So we're going to get this body going with energy, burn some calories. In fact, sometimes on the way to the dinner, I have a snack, like an apple or a quick protein bar. My family is laughing at me. Mother, you're going to go eat. Why are you eating? Well, so I'm not starving when I go eat. So preparation is crucially important. Think about just like a race for Michael Phelps. He needs to train. He needs to prepare. We've got to do the same thing for ourselves. So the number 2 is during. In fact, from the moment we open up the door of the guest house to the moment we are socializing, grabbing a plate and looking at the table. So in the webinar, we're going to really look at almost like a step-by-step. How do I evaluate the table? The choices I'm going to put on my plate. Quick understanding, you probably can guess, start with green salad, fill the plate. We're going to look at how to drink, when to breathe, what to drink, when to talk, when to stop. We're going to look at our hunger fullness scale. It is so important to stop before it's too late and you got to unzip your pants. And The number 3 is really looking at what's after. Well, not every meal will be that successful. Sometimes we still overeat. What do we do when we overeat? You can probably guess some kind of movement, right? Well, let's burn those calories. So definitely we're going to look at some options of movement. Okay. And in fact, one of the options for me is sometimes the very next day. In fact, we're going to have after Thanksgiving calorie burn on Zoom at 9 o'clock on Friday. Guess why? If you overeat, you got to expand and burn those calories. So we're going to do that the day after. So here's some of the practical tips right there. So folks, how to not overeat, including the holidays, great season to prepare for that, is the simple 3-step system. It's called the mental rehearsal, the preparation for your important race, for your important talk, for the important meeting. You're gonna walk yourself through that important day or meal. What do you do before? What do you do during? And what do you do after as important? And again, this system can be used during the holidays, non-holidays. And I guarantee you, when you learn it, you will be like, oh my gosh, this is so simple, so easy. And you will be using it for the rest of the year, for the rest of your life. You can come to it anytime, any day. And that's that simple. All right. So this is how to not overeat. Before you go ahead and leave me some comments, how this resonated with you. What is maybe one thing that you're taking away from today? And we hope to see you at our webinar, where we're going to open up and unfold all these elements that we discussed today in more details. The link is in the description. It will be a webinar on November 20th, Saturday, 11 Central. Okay, well, I am going to look for your comments. Always looking forward to receive what you got to say. And again, before you go, leave me the comment what stood out for you the most, what resonated for you. And I will see you in the community really soon.